Hey guys, it's your boy Charm City Gamer here with a vlog. God, I can't even. I I'm so stunned I can't even talk. But this is a vlog I never, ever thought I'd be making in my YouTube life, career, whatever the hell you want to talk about it. But it's official. After 12 years in the company, Bray Wyatt, the Fiend, Windham Rotunda, whatever you want to call him, is gone. Yeah. WWE put out a tweet earlier today that Bray Wyatt is released. I I just can't fathom why you would do that. He made the company so much money. I mean, the dude had, what was it, 3 different gimmicks with the company? He had the cult leader with the Wyatt family. He had Firefly Funhouse, that was 2. And he had the Fiend. That's 3 different gimmicks from one guy, and they all got over like hotcakes. And yet, you cut him because you have a stupid sycophant idiot that wouldn't know that doesn't know that knows less about wrestling than he'll ever that he'll that he's knows less he's forgotten more about wrestling than he'll ever know in Johnny Ace. You have a sycophant like that not even have the common courtesy to call Wyndham up. Yeah, folks, Bray got released today because of a fucking text message sent by Johnny Ace to him and all the rest of the talent. They didn't even have the common courtesy to call the man up. Yeah. I'll let you guys think on that for a second while I collect myself. Yeah, guys. They actually had the audacity to freaking... They didn't call Wyndham to release him like they would any other talents. They actually had the literal balls, or who am I kidding? They don't have any balls if they're going to cut this guy and say budget cuts. They cut Wyndham, and they had Johnny Ace deliver him a text message along with all the other talent. That's how you're going to end a guy's dozen-year run with the company and one of the most creative minds I've ever seen in wrestling history ever since the fucking Undertaker. I mean, in all circles, he probably should have been the next Undertaker, but it just didn't happen. But now, all that speculation of, oh, when's the Fiend going to come back? When's he going to get, when's he going to hook up with Alexa Bliss again? When's he going to get revenge for WrestleMania 37? Now all those questions will forever go unanswered. And all I'll be left with is what could have been. I mean, this guy, when he created the Wyatt family, it was the coolest thing we'd seen in a long time. I mean, it drew comparisons to the Ministry of Darkness. And yet, you had him have the marquee match with John Cena at WrestleMania 30. And rather than have Wyatt go over, you have Cena get a win to, quote unquote, preserve his legacy. When a win at WrestleMania isn't going to preserve his legacy. He would have been the same guy, win or lose to Bray Wyatt. And then the Wyatt family versus the Shield, that should have been the Mania 30 match. If you want to do Wyatt and Cena, do that at like, I don't know, Money in the Bank or Extreme Rules or something. Don't have that at freaking WrestleMania, because why not build up that faction war between the Wyatts and the Shield a bit more? But nope. Let's just have it be, Cena gets another meaningless WrestleMania win. That's nothing, that's only one offense. And, him losing to Cena, that was the start of the downfall of the Wyatt family, in my opinion. It started the downfall of that character. And then come, Mania 31, he said, I'm going to challenge The Undertaker. After he lost to Brock Lesnar the previous year, which he fucking shouldn't have. I'm going to challenge The Undertaker, and I'm going to be the one to claim his soul. Be like this. claim his soul and add it to Sister Abigail or something. But instead, they had Taker get his win back, and just like that, Bray's 0 for 2 at Mania. So that just, that just makes you wonder, why would you have The Undertaker go over when he already took an L to Brock Lesnar? At this point, well, honestly, he shouldn't have taken the L to Lesnar. They should have had Wyatt be the one to break the streak. I mean, if Wyatt breaks the streak, the dude's a made man. I mean, Lesnar broke it, but he was already a made guy, so why have him break it? And, it's just things like that that boggle my mind, man. Like I said, Lesnar's already a made guy, so it makes you wonder why have Lesnar break the streak when he's already a multi-time champion? He's got the, the badass UFC aura, so why bother having him break the streak when you could have taken this whole new character, this, this crazy cult leader guy, Bray Wyatt, put him over The Undertaker, and make a whole new superstar just like that. But nope, let's just have Brock Lesnar break the streak when he doesn't need it, when he can get a championship practically by breathing. But let's just give him the streak when he doesn't need it, give him a championship by breathing, and then it's like, nope. It's like, nah, we're gonna give him the streak when it's like, he doesn't need it, we're just gonna give him the streak. When you could have made a whole new superstar out of Bray Wyatt by giving him the streak. He would have been a made man. He could have created the Fiend character early and used that as his new Undertaker gimmick, but that's neither here nor there. That didn't happen, obviously. And then let's go to Mania 32. He doesn't have a match because, he's dealing with back injury and stuff. So they bring out the Wyatt family for no other reason other than to get browbeaten by Dwayne the Dwayne as Adam Blampied once called him. But, they have him do that, and then they have Eric Rowan challenge The Rock to a match, and he gets squashed by him in, 8 seconds? So that was strike 2. And then Mania 33. After Bray Wyatt shocks the entire world and becomes WWE Champion in Elimination Chamber, everybody's riding high, they're thinking, oh, this might be his big break. He's finally going to be the superstar we all wanted him to be. Nope. Instead of having Wyatt retain the WWE Championship, they have Randy Orton, who shouldn't have won the Rumble. That should have been Chris Jericho to challenge his best friend Kevin Owens for the Universal Championship. They have Randy, say he was just using Bray the entire time, which is kind of. They just have him do that, and then they have him burn down the compound, and then they have him beat Bray with just one RKO. After Bray does all his, spooky shit on the mat, they have him beat Bray with just one RKO and make him look supremely weak, so his WWE title reign ends not with a bang, but an absolute whimper. And, that's 3 strikes already at Mania, and he's technically 0 for 3, if you want to call it like that, but he's really 0 for 2, because he only had 2 Mania matches. No, he is 0 for 3. He is 0 for 3. Mania 30, 31, and 33. Okay, so he's technically 0 for 4 if you count 32 as something against his record. Alright, so you have all that, and then he debuts The Fiend. Let me see, when the hell did he debut The Fiend? I think it was 2018? 2019? Let me look. Let me pull up his page. Let me see. Hang on. I'm pulling up information here. Sorry, my computer's a bit slow. Yeah. Yeah, he debuts the Fiend, or Power 500 / Fiend in April 2019 after Mania 34, I think it was. Yeah. Yeah, after. No, it was after Mania 35 actually. So he debuts that. He's all lean and everything, and everybody's wondering, what's this Firefly Funhouse character? Everything's all cool there. And then soon, at SummerSlam, we see the debut of The Fiend, and it's like, holy shit, this guy just made a whole new character to save himself. And that's not even counting the whole Leader of Worlds thing with Matt Hardy in 2018, which is pretty cool. So he creates The Fiend, and then he completely obliterates Finn Balor. And then, he obliterates Legends, he takes out Rollins, and then the god-awful Hell in a Cell match with Rollins. Oh my goodness, everybody's talked about that. Red light, hits him with Sister Abigail, then hits him with the Mandible Claw, and it's just like, oh my goodness, the red light, the billion curb stomps, and then the match ends in referee stoppage in Hell in a Cell. Oh goodness. But anyways, as the Fiend, he actually became a world champion again. Um, he actually wound up being a 3-time world champion in the WWE. But it's like you have something like the Fiend created, and then once all that's done, in 2020, he has the feud with Strowman, which actually was pretty cool. And then in July or June rather, they start the whole thing with Alexa. Or actually, no, it's the end of July. They do that, start the whole thing with Alexa. She eventually joins the Funhouse in October, and that just starts the whole, Joker / Harley Quinn type shtick. And then he gets in another feud with Randy, and then gets burned alive at TLC to end that whole thing. Comes back at Mania 37, has this huge elaborate entrance, goes from being burned like he did at Fastlane. Has the huge elaborate entrance, again loses to one RKO because Vince said, oh, we need to have Randy go over, blah, 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 blah. Eventually it came out that, Bray wasn't in the right mental state to have the match. I'm betting that, Randy wanted to put him over, but Windham said, nah, I'm not in the right place. I'll let you have the win. But let's say he was in the right place. Let's say Luke Harper / Brody Lee never passed away. Obviously Bray's supposed to go over there, but he doesn't. And then, Lexi turns on him and debuts Lily, which makes her take off and become a even bigger star than she already was. And then, next night on Raw, he says he comes out, in the Firefly Funhouse. He says he's looking forward to a fresh start. He knows who his true friends are, and lo and behold, that was his final appearance in the WWE. Because after that, we never saw him again because he took time off to mourn the loss of Brody Lee / John Huber / Luke Harper. But man, he had pretty much 4 times where he could have been the guy. Could have beat Cena, become a made man. Could have beat The Undertaker, become a made man. Could have become a made man with the Fiend character. But, they swung and missed. 1, 2, 3. 3 strikes, you're out. And, like I said, the most infuriating thing is because he was apparently cut for budget cuts, which I call absolute bullshit. But anyways, this whole thing is it's utterly upsetting, man. And now Alexa's getting, apparently a lot of people were attacking Alexa for this, like she had anything to do with it. She actually turned her Twitter private because of this. But, all I can hope for is that Windham Rotunda, he finds peace in this whole thing, and hopefully he gets back on his feet. Maybe he comes back. But all I can say right now is this is one of the biggest missed opportunities, if not the biggest, since the Nexus in 2010. Maybe the biggest in WWE history. But anyways, I just had to get that off my chest. And to Windham, I wish you all the best, brother. I hope you come back even stronger than you were. And if you never return to the WWE, thanks to the past 12 years, man. We're going to miss you a whole lot. And anyways, thanks for listening to my 12 to 13 minute spiel. Made me feel a little better. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Till next time, peace out.